And I'm like, oh, on the screw face and everything, I'm sure doing
Okay, for this hair tutorial, you will need pins, lots of pins. You will also need some hair bands to keep the hair in place. I'm going to be using hair butter by Juneberry to moisturise her hair. You will also need to use a tail comb, preferably the one with the metal bar at the end to keep the parts nice and straight. A wide tooth comb, but I only used my fingers to detangle. You need a slick brush, some edge control. Now we're in the middle of lockdown, so I've used a range that I could find in my house, but I'll put the link in the description. You might just want to simply use Eco Styler, and then you'll need to use lots of hair accessories. So we watched Jingle Jangle last night, and I just found it so cool. The movie was so cool. It was so diverse, as you hear the children talking about at the beginning. And the little girl's hair was like so beautiful, and her clothing was so beautiful. I was like, you know what, Malaya, it's wash day tomorrow. I'm going to be doing your hair. So what I did, first of all, I started off by parting her hair into 5 sections. I did it the night before she washed her hair. So that's why you can see that the lines are already quite defined. But what I tend to do during wash day is part her hair, detangle her hair and plait her hair. Then when she washes her hair, because she washes her hair herself now, she will wash it while the plaits are in there, and then as she's washing her hair, she'll loose them out and detangle her hair herself. But the whole way through, as I'm parting her hair in the direction that I need to with the 5 parts, I'm also going to be using the hair butter, and I will be detangling the hair at the same time, just making sure that all the knots, as much knots as I can come out. I am using a wide tooth comb here with the metal bar at the end. It just makes the parting a lot more defined. And I use my fingers a lot to detangle her hair. She really needs a trim, but you know, we just want to do the style. So right here you can see I'm using my edge control. The edge control I'm using here is, oh, I can't remember now, but I'll put the link in the description for the first part and what I used. I found, yeah, this was the Juneberry one that I used here. I found that it wasn't as slick and wasn't as silky, this one, so I changed it halfway through. So yeah, the style doesn't really take too long. I think the partings are the most important part, making sure your partings are right, your edges are right, making sure that, you know, the hair looks as slick as you want it to. So you keep going the whole way through, and then you put the bands inside each section in the middle of her hair. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm taking down the section, I'm using my hair butter, I'm detangling with my fingers, and then I'm adding my edge control. I use my slick brush to try to keep the edges as slick as they can be. And I leave the hair to just fall in its natural place. I wouldn't normally do this with her hair because obviously you want to make sure that it doesn't get tangled. But you know, you can always plait it like she's been plaiting her hair before she goes to bed at nights. But I just continue to do this with all the different sections of the hair. And she's watching a movie, Christmas movie. You can also use a crocodile clips to keep the hair in place at the top because I felt like it kept falling down. Now her hair is thicker in the middle. She has 4A type hair, I'd say, but her hair is quite thick in the middle, not as thick at the front and not as thick at the back. So the bunches, I'm hoping that they're going to come out okay. Now at the bottom I tried to use a DAX edge control to see if it would make a difference, but it took a long time to get the white of the DAX out of her hair. So I had to use a slick brush quite a lot to try to slick it in and get it out, so I wouldn't really use that again for her hair. And there you go, so we've done the 5 different sections. The hair's been parted in the way that I like it. Now for the styling. So what you do, you use your hairpins, and this is going to keep the hair in place. And what I did here, each section I divided it into 2, and I basically roll the hair back into the way that I like it, and literally just pin the hair in place. It's so simple. Roll the hair back and pin it in place. So for the second section, I'm going to divide it into two. And then I simply just roll it. I like to curl the ends a little bit, then roll it back and pin. And again, roll back and pin. And I keep doing that until she's got the styling that I like. Like I said, the middle of her hair is a bit thicker. It's actually quite a simple style. It's easier than it looks. What do you think so far? I'm so proud of it. And in the back, I roll it the opposite way and pin it in. And there you have it. But what I noticed when I went back to the picture, I noticed that actually she has only 5 bunches. So I decided to remove the bunches again and make it look exactly like how it looks in the movie. But before I did that, I started to hair accessorize. Now the hair accessories in the movie are very, very different. I'd love to find them. I would love to make her look exactly the same, the whole outfit, everything. I'm a bit extra like that, but I've always been into the 1800 type of dresses and that style of clothing. So, you know, that might be something like I explore in the future. But I'm just basically using these little sequins to just decorate her hair to make it look a bit more Christmassy. And again, it's literally all the things I already have in my house. I didn't buy anything special for this. It's just things that I had in my house already. The local hair shops are closed at the moment anyway. And ordering from Amazon were just a little bit too expensive. So I just made do with what I had. Okay, so here I'm taking out those bunches to try to keep it a bit more thicker, make it a bit thicker, and I only want to have the 5 bunches. So my son's recording me here as I just remove the hairpins and try again. So with this one, I'm not separating each part into 2. I'm just keeping it exactly the same pony. I'm making sure the edges are quite tight together, the ends are quite tight together, and then I do the same thing, just roll back and pin. I prefer this look actually. I think it looks more similar to the girl in the movie. And there you have it. What do you think? Please leave a comment below and let me know if you'll be trying this on your daughter, what you think, and if you're going to watch the movie. I definitely recommend it. It's quite a long movie to watch. We watched it in 2 parts. We had to pause it once and then come back to it the next day because it was actually quite long, but it's really good. It's a really good movie. I like it.